Social nurse here. Is South Korea and the contracting companies trying to pull a fast one on the United States? Who really knows? I think there's going to be more that comes out about this social nurse here. Donald Trump posted on his social media page that he wants companies that invest in the United States to follow the United States immigration rules and laws, right? This Hyundai LG battery plant situation is really strange. I would think that this investigation that our president's administration under ICE has done would have included actually contacting South Korean authorities, right? Now, I, you know, a lady that's running for Congress, Tory Branham, has taken some credit because, according to her, she proudly notified ICE and she's happy about that, right? This is a big deal what's happening there now. South Korean Foreign Minister Chu Hu told lawmakers on Monday that he will make it clear that if completion of the factory is delayed, the United States will also suffer significant losses. I'm sure that will occur, right? Because that plant is a big investment. The thing of it is, my belief is investing in property and building a factory should not include people working in the United States unlawfully. You invest and you bring your people over. They should be here legally. I think that would be the easiest thing for the United States to accommodate, is to have people that specialize in the building of this specific plant, right? I don't know what about the Korean workers is so special that American construction workers, there are blueprints. There is a method to architecture and building and construction. I think there are people that could have followed the plan of building besides Korean citizens. Now listen, if these people were here legally, then I would think it's inexcusable for them to have been arrested, detained. If they were here legally, I don't understand why something could not have been worked out, leaving those people still here in the United States to complete the work, right? But I don't think that building a plant requires specifically South Korean citizens to do so. Did these people work at a Hyundai plant before? So I think there's a lot more about this, right? Donald Trump, our president, has caused a lot of upheaval and just, the world is affected by what he's doing, as well as United States citizens, right? The South Korean government said they will not let down their guard until every one of their people returns safely. So I would agree that the plant is on hold for being built, right? The question still remains, were those people legally allowed to work in the United States? And the subcontractors, I'm reading that subcontractors actually hired these people or are responsible for them actually being employed. So it's all crazy, right? Were these people, on a list of people that are already here in the United States from South Korea, and let's get them to work? Were they flown? How did all this happen? Because I don't see the logic and sending people back that were legally here, right? If specifically only they can build the plant. So I think there's still a lot of unanswered questions, right? According to the Trump administration, an investigation was done. President Trump has said this on his social media. He called on foreign companies to please respect our nation's immigration laws. I agree with that, right? Your investments are welcome. We encourage you to legally bring your very smart people with great technical talent to build world-class products, and we will make it quickly and legally possible for you to do so. What we ask in return is that you hire and train American workers. I agree with that. I agree with that. The South Korean Foreign Ministry officials said the two countries were working through all channels between Seoul and Washington for early resolution of the incident. So I do believe that many of the people arrested were unlawfully working in the United States. I've not read anything where I'm referencing NBCnews.com, right? I've not seen anything that would state otherwise. So I can say that if those people were legally here, it's terrible that they are detained and deported. But just to detain and deport people that were legally here working to make a point, would be ridiculous. They could have stayed here and trained the American workers. So I think there's still more to this. And I think that maybe ICE and the Trump administration can substantiate a little bit more. Maybe there's some other public proof, some other proof that they can present to the public that could explain this further, right? Just my thoughts. Social Nurse here. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your time.